Okay guys, today I'll show you necessary maintenance for Yamaha 200 HPDI. All HPDI, it doesn't matter, it's 150 or 300, they all the same. Difference only your horsepowers. So basically they made absolutely the same. Yamaha VMAX, regular HPDI, all of them HPDI. System is HPDI. Okay. Now, what's very necessary? The most common on YouTube, you're gonna find a lower unit service. How to do the lower unit service and what needs to be done. You have to change a water pump, which is impeller. So to put the lower unit down, you need to unscrew 1, 2, 3 bolt on each side. Another one. 1, 2, 3, and the last bolt is gonna be over here. It's holding a lower unit and a sink together. So you open that cover, and inside it's gonna be a bolt. You have to unscrew that. Then lower unit together with the shaft will go down. So after do that, you're gonna replace your pump. Then once you finish, you need to check if there is no fishing line or any ropes or any other stuff behind the propeller. So take off propeller, clean it, put it back. Okay, that's pretty much about lower unit. Also, once you do a service for lower unit, clean your speedometer. Speedometer located over here. It's a little hole. Let me focus. Focus. Okay, it's a little hole over here. You just take some needle or something, clean it inside. Once you're gonna disconnect the lower unit, it's gonna be a tube with a connection. Don't break the tube, and don't forget to put the tube together again, because otherwise your speedometer is not gonna work. Yeah, and the tube is going back to the engine and up to your helm, to your speedometer. Also, and basically that's it. Okay, once you finish that, that's a must. Water pump. You can find a bunch of video what to do and how to do that on the YouTube. Very common video on the YouTube, how to change a water impeller. Now, spark plugs. You can change them if you have money. If you don't have them, just inspect them. If they're not broke, clean them with a wire brush. Make them clean. You can put it back if they're fine. If you would like to make a compression on a HPDI, I'm not gonna talk about 150 or 300 or 250 to 25, it doesn't matter. Compression, you can check also compression. Compression is about from 95 to 120. Both of them good. Cold is 95, 100, gonna be on the warm engine is gonna be 100, 110, 115 maybe each cylinder. Basically, I mean, in that range. To make a compression test, just pull out all of the spark plugs to make the piston work freely. You can put, of course, disconnect your ignition coil. You don't have to ground it or something, you can do it like that. Second very important maintenance about fill. You need to change a water separator filter. You can change a gas filter over here. Just unscrew it, replace it, put it back. Very simple. Just don't spill the gas inside. And also you can replace the filter inside your vapor canister. To do that, you don't disconnect all those hoses. You're gonna have much problem if you're gonna disconnect those hoses. Just unscrew a sensor, unscrew that bolt, unscrew 2 bolts on the top, you need a small screwdriver to open those screws from behind, because it's not enough space, or very thin screwdriver to open it. So once you're gonna unscrew those screws and behind, just simply pull it down, that case. Before you're gonna pull it down, you have to drain a gas from that canister. That bolt is for drainage. Okay, so basically now you know how to drain it and what to do. Do not disconnect. A lot of problem after, gonna be leakage wherever. Leave it alone. Only bottom part down. Drain it, unscrew it, pull it down. Replace the filter inside on a fill pump, put everything back. Where else? Where else? Okay, here is located your water thermostat to cool down your engine. That has to be inspect or replace. 25 bucks. You can replace it with a new one, or it's both of them, two of them, left and right, because this is the engine, so both sides have a thermostat. If they're very corroded, you never check them, replace. It's better replace it, $25. But if they looks like that, not that much rust or corrosion, so simply take a wire brush, just don't brush a membrane, and clean it, make it like that. So that's it, make it clean, and assemble. Only 4 screws, put it back. But it's better to replace for new one and also replace the gasket. That's it, very simple. But you have to do that if you want to run your engine all the time. That hose, this is your oil pressure gauge. My gauge is not working, so I have to find out why. Probably because of the wiring, because trim sensor is not working either. About the trim sensor, I'll show you a trim sensor right now. It's making problems sometimes. Okay, this is your trim sensor. Just check if your trim gauge is not working. Check. See, it's like a lever over here. I don't know if you can see. So make sure it doesn't stuck. But if it's working fine, then look on the gauge itself. Probably connection is corroded. Okay, what kind of maintenance you need to do? Also, check your belt. If belt is fine. About oil, to change the oil in a lower unit. Here's two bolts. Over here, vent bolt, and over here underneath is a drainage bolt. So basically, you open it underneath, open it up, oil will go down, you drain everything. Then you're gonna buy a West Marine or anywhere oil pull over unit, and simply fill up until oil will not gonna go out of that bolt. Close it, disconnect your oil hose, put your cover back. Done. But what you're not gonna find on the YouTube, that pump needs service too, to change the oil. Here is 2 bolts, same thing like on the lower unit, same oil, exactly the same oil as your lower unit. So this is vent, this is fill up. You open them, drain in a small container, like it's very small amount of the oil. Drain it, that oil from your pump, and same connection as the lower unit. You just put your hose over here, same precision, fill up with the oil until oil is not gonna leak out from the top. Same thing, put your bolts back. So, and you change the oil in the pump. That filter is the medium pressure filter. Doesn't make sense to replace it, or if your engine runs fine, so leave it alone. Do not replace it. Bunch of problem with that connector gonna be sometime. But if you have a problem that you must to replace it, that your engine is not running because of that filter, yes, then otherwise leave it alone, don't change it. So basically that's it. There's nothing to serve, unless you want to also add some oil to your steering, but this is different. This is not about the engine, this is steering. You can find those videos too. But most of the service is lower unit pump, lower unit oil, water pump in the lower unit, clean speedometer inside. Don't forget to put the tube together, water separator filter, that gas filter inside of vapor tank, drain it, replace it, put it back, spark plugs, thermostat for water, belt, oil in the pump, that's it. Oh, about some people changing mystery filters inside. Yeah, mystery filters is a good sense to change it, but only if you don't have enough power. If nothing wrong with your engine and engine runs smooth, you do those maintenance where I showed you, there is no sense to change mystery filters, unless you can just want it, just change them if you want it. But be careful, very easy to break injector, and it's better to buy a kit that you can put O-rings on the top of the injector and connect your fill rail back to the injector with new rings, with new O-rings. All right, thank you, bye bye.